Good morning, everyone. My name is Subramanian Gopalaratnam. I am a graduate from BITS Pilani in 1986. I'm currently the CTO for Resultcs, which is a groundbreaking real-time customer engagement solution. I congratulate the management of Banasthali Vidyapeeth for its great work in pioneering engineering education to the women of Bharat, and also for its achievement to be ranked as second best world's university globally by the Times Higher Education ranking. It's a privilege to stand before a room filled with brilliant, ambitious women engineers, future innovators whose work will define the technologies of tomorrow. We are stepping into an era where the pace of change is breathtaking, where breakthroughs in artificial intelligence, robotics, quantum computing, and biotechnologies are rewriting the limits of what's possible. But this is not about technology. It is about shaping societies, solving humanity's hardest problems, and deciding what kind of future we want to live in. And here is the truth: the future cannot be written without you. Deep tech and AI needs diverse perspective, your perspectives. They need creativity, empathy, and boldness comes from teams where women are not exception but a powerful source. Today, I want to share with you why your voice matters, what opportunities await, and how you can thrive in this space. By the time we are done, I hope you will leave the room ready to claim your place at the forefront of deep tech with courage, curiosity, and conviction. We live in an age where technology is more than a tool. It's the infrastructure of our lives. AI systems write code, diagnose diseases, translate languages, and even help design spacecrafts. Deep tech startups are developing quantum processors, carbon neutral fuels, brain computer interfaces, and precision medicine that could cure genetic disorders. But as powerful as these tools are, they're still young, evolving. Their full potential will only be realized through the next generation of engineers, the ones willing to ask hard questions, take big risks, and commit to solve meaningful problems. This is where you come in. You have trained your minds to understand complexity, to build systems, to reason logically. Now you get to apply these skills to questions like: how do I make AI explainable and trustworthy? How do we ensure robotics serve humanity rather than replace its dignity? How do we build quantum algorithms that accelerate climate changes and solutions? These aren't abstract puzzles. They affect how people live, learn, and dream. And they demand people who are not only understanding the math and the code, but also the human context. That's why your presence in this field is not optional, it is essential. Let's acknowledge something. Deep tech and AI still have gender gaps. Too often, women face subtle doubts, lack of mentors, or absence of role models who look like them. But history shows when woman enters a field, they transform it. Ada Lovelace envisioned computing before the world existed, or the world of computing existed. Katherine Johnson's calculation took astronauts to the moon. Fei Li pioneered large-scale visual recognition, shaping modern AI. Barriers can make you doubt yourself, but they're also to create opportunities for you to lead. When you walk into the lab or a boardroom where you are the only woman, remember, you're not there by accident. You're there because your insights are needed. Your journey may involve resilience, but every challenge you overcome widens the door for those who come after you. You are the change. Mentorship and allyship are powerful tools. Seek out mentors, men or women, who believe in your potential. Support one another. Celebrate each other's wins. Build networks where you can share your knowledge, vent frustrations, and strategize solutions. Success in tech isn't a solo claim, it's a communal effort, it's a community effort. The opportunity in deep tech and AI is a playground for problem solvers who dare to imagine. AI, specifically, is not just about neural networks, it's about augmenting intelligence, amplifying creativity, and designing systems that help people flourish. Consider healthcare. AI models can spot early signs of cancer, personalize treatment, and assist doctors to help underserved regions. In sustainability, machine learning optimizes energy grids, predicts environmental risks. In space exploration, autonomous rovers analyze planetary terrain. Startups are hungry for engineers who understand both theory and practice. Research labs need fresh minds to push the limits of what algorithms can achieve. Companies across industries, from agriculture to finance, seek people who can integrate AI responsibly into real world systems. And here is a secret: deep tech rewards curiosity more than perfection. You don't have to know everything to start. You just need to be willing to learn, experiment, and keep going when the first prototype fails. Failure is not a verdict, it's data. Imagine leading teams that build an AI model to conserve endangered species, or developing robotics to help people with disabilities and empower them, or creating secure systems that can defend democracies from cyber threats. These are not far off dreams. They are projects happening right now among us, waiting for an innovator like you. Success in deep tech is less about innate genius and more about mindset. There are three qualities that matter. The first quality is curiosity, where you ask why things work the way they do. Follow your interest, whichever discipline you are. It could be chemical engineering, it could be biology, it could be ethics, it could be mathematics or art. Second important quality is resilience. Engineers, engineering is a discipline of iteration. Expect prototypes to fail, code to crash, data to misbehave. Each setback is a stepping stone if you treat them as a feedback. The third most important quality is integrity. AI and deep tech influences lives, built with fairness, transparency, and accountability. The systems you design should reflect the values you want in the world. Develop the habits that sustain you. Continuous learning, reflective practice, and collaboration are vital. Read research papers, attend meetups, contribute to open source projects, and volunteer for hackathons. Surround yourself with people who challenge and inspire you. Don't underestimate the soft skills. Communication is power. The ability to explain complex ideas clearly to people who are going to be impacted in simple words, which will turn you into a brilliant engineer and to a visionary leader. Practice telling stories about your work, stories that can connect algorithms and human impact. As you grow in your career, think about leadership not as a title, but as influence. Leaders in deep tech guide teams through uncertainties, champion ethical standards, and nurture talent. A purposeful leadership starts with clarity. So you have to clearly articulate what problems that excites you enough to solve it. And maybe it could be in sustainable energy, it could be in equitable healthcare, or it could be democratizing AI tools for small communities. When you align your skills with a mission, your work gains momentum. You also need to be a very clear advocate. Use your platform to promote diversity and inclusion. Sponsor young minds, young engineers, question biased data sets or exclusivity thinking or hiring process. Every time you make tech more inclusive, you make it stronger. And remember, You don't need to wait until you are a senior executive lead. You can lead by example as an intern who provide a documentation, as a graduate student who shares knowledge, or as a founder who builds equitable teams. So, how do you start? Begin with small, deliberate steps. Pick a domain that sparks your curiosity. Build foundational skills like knowing the fundamentals of statistics, linear algebra, data ethics, or any core subject discipline that you want, and hone your skills in coding in a language like a Python or a C++. That will help you to start growing. Don't wait for the university to teach you coding. Coding is a hobby. Coding creates a platform for you to express yourself, to explore the ideas or fundamentals that you are learning in the institute. Contribute to the projects, whether it's class, internship, or open source. Find communities aligned with your passion. Women in machine learning, Society of Women Engineering, IEEE groups, AI ethics collectives, attend conferences, present your ideas. When imposter syndrome whispers that you are not qualified, counter it with evidence. The project you have built, and everyone starts somewhere. Okay. So curiosity and expertise is earned through persistence. Balance the ambition with well-being. Deep tech is accelerating but demanding. Protect your mental and physical health. Pursue hobbies that refresh your creativity. Painting, hiking, music, photography. A sustainable career is a marathon, not a sprint. So never ever gauge success by an instant success. It is a prolonged one. So take a deep breath, embrace this with a complete impunity. Visualize your trajectory. 5 years from now, you might be designing autonomous drones for disaster relief or advancing natural language models that teach children in their native tongue. 10 years from now, you might be founding a company that is leading a global research team. The path is wide open. I can give you a couple of stories that can inspire you. When I joined BITS, I was from a small town from south of India, Tanjavur. When I came to BITS, I couldn't converse because I never have conversed in English. I knew theoretical English. I didn't know a word of Hindi. But the institute shaped me. The friends shaped me. The community shaped me and provided me with the impetus that when I graduated, I had so much opportunity before me, and I took every opportunity with an open hand. This actually proves that there is nothing that can not be learned. Okay. I learned an entire computing through a machine called IBM 1130, which had 16 KB of core. But we wrote code of hundreds of thousands that solved things. The entire bits academia and the academic progress was actually coded in that computer to start with. So any resource you have, you can always make it work for you as long as you have the conviction. The second most important story is about my own life, my wife. When I married her, she had a degree in history and a master's in fine arts. She was 20 years old. She was looking curiously at what I am doing in my work. So I was working as an ERP implementer at the time. So we moved country to country. During the time, she wanted to know, how do I learn? Can you teach me? Now, my only answer was, I will give you the necessary resources. I bought her a computer. Ask her to learn by herself. She specialized in multimedia. She learned that because of her background. And then she was very successful in launching a CD-ROM called Indian Classical Dances. So in 90s, mid 90s. And then, she had several other opportunities. And then me and her founded a company in Singapore, which was bought over by another company, etc., etc. And she, in 2004, created a company called Into Knowledge, is basically creativity that is embedded into technology. They call it creative technology. And guess what? In 2019, I joined her. I work under her, okay, as a CTO. She founded this company for real-time customer engagement based on her experience in handling multiple customers and their customers. So, long and short of this is, if you can inspire somebody, then you get results in a multifold. So, to all the women engineers in this room, you are actually stepping into the world that needs your brilliance, your grit, your imagination. Deep tech and AI are not distant, mysterious realms. They are human endeavors, built line by line, idea by idea, and people, who are like you are the ones who are doing it. When you leave today, carry this conviction. You belong in this room where the future is built. Build system that heal, connect, and elevate. Ask hard questions about fairness, safety, and sustainability. Celebrate your process. Do what you want and be very, very happy. Thank you very much. And may this journey in deep tech and AI be as daring, rewarding, and world changing as you can imagine. Thank you very much.